cute. Thank you.
Cute.
Goofy.
Oh, he keeps going. Hi, everybody.
He's spooktacular.
He's spectacular. Happy Halloween, everybody. We hope you are well from the Playground Posse tonight. We are celebrating Halloween a little bit early with our own little special Halloween party. And we are really glad to see you. And because it's a party, we're going to start with a Halloween joke.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Why don't mummies have friends?
Why not?
Are they just all wrapped up in their own lives? I got it! Yes! I am the queen of the puns. I am the Punisher.
Mummies do not have friends because they're too wrapped up in themselves. So we'll have a little bit of those to interject tonight. So we hope everybody is doing well. We are going to start with introductions as always and a little bit about what we do. My name is Rebecca. I'm a crafter. I do pretty much mostly cross stitch these days, with also a little bit of crochet mixed in. I'm also a jewelry maker. I've also been a scrapbooker. Our group has been friends. If you haven't joined us before, we have been friends for 16 years. I know. We look exactly the same.
I do look good.
And during COVID, we rather than meeting together once a month, we meet face to face once a week, and our goal is to share with you our crafts and our friendship. So that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Mary to introduce herself.
I'm Mary. Good night. Hello. Good day. Morning. Who knows? Whenever you're watching this. Happy Halloween. I'm not a fan. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not a fan. I think it's because I never really had a really good costume that I really was like, yeah. So I just have always kind of done crappy costumes. So I just have never liked Halloween. Anyway, I am a crafter as well. I do a little bit of cross stitch, kind of pick that up again after a long period of time, but I'm a regular crocheter and knitter and scrapbooker. And scrapbooking being, if you haven't seen us before, that's what pretty much brought us all together originally. But now we've all kind of branched off and we share different crafts with each other. And I definitely love this group, love the friendships, love the laughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Mary, what is that in your hair?
Well, you said to wear something Halloweenish, and I didn't, like I said, I've never had a really good Halloween costume, but I just decided I was going to be a lady with a bug in her hair. I have a bug in my hair. That's my costume.
There you go.
Is it a fly?
Oh, I don't know. It could be. It might
I
have
think
wings.
it fell off the stick.
Ah, I'm sick. Oh, now it's
Anyway,
really in my
I
hair.
really have a fly in your hair.
Yeah, now it's really in my hair. Here we go. Okay.
Okay. There's
Here we
Mary's
go.
fly in her hair.
There you go.
Love it. All right, Sandy, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sandy. I do a lot of crafting, and I don't know why I just like blinked on it. Probably because I spent all day at my sweatshop. I mean, my sewing machine. And when I show you what I've done just today, and I've told you before, if you've seen this channel, I'm a middle school teacher. So I craft to try to relieve stress. Sometimes the level of crafting I do in a particular day correlates very strongly to the amount of stress in my life. And considering that we're going to have students in the school building again on Monday, yeah, I've been really busy. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
But in my nod to Halloween is my shirt, which I just recently made.
It's cute. It's super
It is cute.
Love it. All right, Lisa, Crafty Lisa, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hey, I'm Crafty Lisa, and I kind of flip-flop between the paper crafting and the yarn crafting. And so look, I got to do both on my fascinator. This is all just paper, and then I crocheted this little spider web to put on my hat, and here's my little friend, you know, and then I made
Aww.
I love it.
because in my house we don't kill spiders, we catch and release, so they're my little friends. So I love them. But so I've been mostly busy with yarn this week, you'll see here in a minute. But I did right now want to do just a special welcome to any of our viewers who came over from Mom the E-Bear.
Yes.
She was my like YouTube shout out on our video number 2, and I sent her a little email afterwards, and I said, hey, I just gave you a little shout out, love your channel, and here's the link to our video if you want to watch it. Well, she came over and she watched it. She left a comment. She said, great job. I love your, you know, you guys are so full of energy and la la la. And I was just like, oh, that's so great. And I kind of thought that was it. And then imagine my surprise a couple weeks ago when I was watching one of her videos and she shouted out to us.
Oh,
Like,
sweet.
oh, these girls, they're so funny, you know. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, rewind. She said our name. Let us
You
know.
didn't say if she meant funny ha ha or funny.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
She's awesome. Yes.
Yeah,
Let us know in the comments
definitely.
below if you came over from Mom the YouTuber. If you don't know who Mom the
Mom the
No,
eBay.
Mom the E-Bear. I keep doing that. Mom
Okay.
the E-Bear. And if you don't know who she is, she's this mom who lives in the Chicago area, and she does like dumpster diving. And she's just like super fun and energetic. She sings in the car. She has a really good singing voice, and she's just really positive. She just gives you this really positive vibes, and just is just talking about just positive things all the time. So if you have never seen Mom the E-Bear, go check her out. And if you came from her channel, let us know in the comments below.
Excellent. And we do want to thank all our subscribers. They're growing a little bit each week. I told you all we would be famous YouTubers, and here we are.
Who knew?
Who knew? So we
Crazy old crafty ladies, and then look at us now.
we really thank everybody who's watching our channel. We have a lot of fun making it and planning it. And thanks for watching and subscribing and liking. And please share our channel with your friends. All right. So Sandi, you had an interesting thing happen this week. And so I think we'll start with that and then move into crafts.
I did. Okay, and it relates to my day job that pays for some of this. That is teaching. We're at a point where a lot of schools have been deciding, you know, a lot of school districts have been deciding whether or not to bring kids back into the classroom and how. And the whole virtual teaching, like this school year is like none other for teachers. And I participate in a lot of teacher groups online just to share information and strategies. And a TV producer came on and was looking to talk to teachers who had, you know, who may be in a higher risk group and had to make some tough decisions about whether or not to go into the classroom, what kind of things, you know, like just kind of a lot about what are teachers going through right now, because, you know, there's a pretty wide variation of how people see our job. You know, if your thought is, I know what teachers do because I was a student, yeah, not quite. Especially now, and I'll just say, as a person who has been a dedicated teacher since 1994, you know, I don't take it lightly. And when people say, oh, I'm homeschooling my child, and their kid is really, you know, working with their public school teacher through Zoom or Google Meet or however they're doing it, you know, you're supporting your child, but the teacher is still teaching, and there is so much work, so much work that goes into teaching virtually. So so I talked to this producer, and she was like, yes, we want to interview you. And I said, okay. Now, disclaimer, this is not the first time I've interviewed or done things because I'm very much into advocating for education. I have a passion about it, almost as much as crafting. That's my vocation. This is my avocation. See, English teacher here. Anyway, she wanted to bring a cameraman and come and interview me where I was working, which up through the end of last week was full-time here at my house. And so she spent a good bit of time interviewing me. They took a lot of footage. It has not aired yet. It's
Oh.
part of a larger story that they're doing. But what was really exciting was that I got a chance to show people behind the scenes what it takes in order to teach virtually, because I literally have 3 computers, my desktop computer, 2 Chromebooks set up. Occasionally I even find myself, needing to check my phone because I'll get remind messages from parents, or I'll get a text from someone that's in the school building. I even have a tablet just in case. So it's like being like some kind of air traffic controller where you got like, a million screens, and some of them, like my big desktop screen, I'm even splitting into like multiple windows, and just all the stuff that goes into making it work and making it still be rigorous. And it's a lot of stuff. So it was really, really exciting for me as a teacher to be able to put that out there, because I'm just one of many education professionals who's had to reinvent their entire job since March, and it's constantly evolving. And now I'm going to have to go back into the building on Monday. And it's a scary thought, even though we won't have that many kids in the building at any one time, and we'll still have some that are all virtual. And I'm going to have to teach both kids that are in the room with me and who are sitting at home. So basically all the kids that are coming in, and I wanted people to understand this too, if that's what your school is, your child.
Okay, Sandi.
No, I'm almost done. I promise I'm almost done. It's going to be just like the teacher is having to teach the same way they were when it was all virtual, but now we have kids in the petri dish. In the classroom with us. Yeah. So that's
you're showing them how much work it is. That's the main thing, is getting the information out there that it's like double, triple, quadruple the work for teachers now, because
it is, and why it's risky, and it's a lot. So I know I kind of, sorry, I get long on this, but
passionate about it. We know that.
I am very passionate, but I'm passionate about my crafts too. So I don't want to think about school.
So, but shout out
crafting things.
Shout out to our teachers.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Shout out to our teachers,
including you.
Me need to stab things with a needle.
Okay. All right. So, why do skeletons have low self-esteem?
Why?
They have no body to love.
Oh. I should have seen that one coming.
Okay. All right. So we're going to switch over.
I was going to say, I find that humorous, but we'd see the humorous. So.
That's right. Humorous.
We're going to switch over to crafting. And I think, Lisa, why don't we start with you tonight?
Okay. All right. Well, so what I wanted to do, first of all, was do some catch up on some projects that I've already talked about, because I did a lot of yarny stuff this week.
Good for you.
Are you switching over to the big screen? Okay. So here is my shell scarf that I made. It's totally completed now.
That was that Nordic.
Ooh.
No, this is the unforgettable one.
Oh, okay. It's still
one, the beautiful shell pattern. So I'm excited about that. But I did finish the Nordic one too.
Oh, wow.
Pattern on it, going from the blue into the purple and back into the blue and into the purple. And now, when I showed this to you before, I had it as I was doing some different stitches on it. And I was really, really not liking how it was coming out. I was really not liking how the stitches were affecting the pattern. And so I frogged it. And if you don't know what frog means, it's when you rip out all the stitches, and it's called frogging because you rip it, you rip it, you rip it. So I did not make that up, but I do appreciate the punniness.
I didn't know about the rip it part.
Yeah,
that's why it was called frogging.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm much happier with this. It's all single crochet. It's just real smooth, and you can just really see the pattern pop a lot more on it. And I'm just so much happier with how that came out. So sometimes you gotta frog it and start all over, but you're gonna get a better thing at the end. So I want to tell you now about my new project that I've been working on. So
Yay.
you remember my big box of yarn that I got? I got a big box of yarn, y'all. So we all kind of have like our wish lists in our heads of like projects that we want to do. Some people write them down, but I just have them in my head. And so I got to combine two of my wish list projects this week, and I'm so excited about it. So one of my wish list projects was I wanted to do a scarf where I used two variegated yarns together. And variegated just means it has a lot of different colors and it's not a single color. And I know, Mary, you did a scarf or several of doing that, but it's just always kind of been in the back of my mind, like, I really like this one, I really like this one. So in my big box of yarn, I picked out these two yarns, and they are Colorscape from Red Heart. And this one is called Barcelona, and this one is called Bangkok. And I picked them because they have a blue in common and they have this yellow in common, sorry. But then all the colors are different. And this one's a little more subtle and this one's like in your face. So I thought those would work really well together. The other thing project that I've always wanted to do, I saw this video about a year or so ago, and it's called Corner to Corner Crochet. And
Oh yeah.
I was fascinated by it. Now, what you usually do with corner to corner is a blanket, and I have a little sample for you here. This is a sample of corner to corner crochet, where each row you increase the block. So this is the first one you do, and then the next, if you look like this, there's two there, and then this is row 3, there's 3. This is row 4, there's 4. This is row 5, there's 5 across. And it's some people call them steps because they look like steps. And some people call them blocks or whatever you want to call them. But so what it does is every time you do another row, it increases, not a math major, long ways as well as tall ways. So it's what you end up with is you get to, your stopping point, you have a triangle, and then you start doing the smaller stitches, decreasing stitches, thank you. And then you end up with a square. And you start at this corner and you end up at this corner, and it's called corner to corner. And so that's great. If you want to make like a baby blanket, like a little receiving blanket, make a square, because then you just go all the way halfway and then you start decreasing, and then boom, you have a lovely little square blanket. You can make it on a smaller scale, like a dishcloth or whatever. But of course, you know me, I want to make a scarf. So I looked on YouTube, of course. YouTube and Pinterest are like my two favorite,
Yeah, for sure.
But so I looked on YouTube, and I had actually remembered seeing this guy's video like 8 or 9 months ago. But there's a guy, and his name is Atreyu. His channel is Atreyu Crocheting. And he had watched another lady named Jada in Stitches, and she did a corner to corner scarf. And so I went back and I actually watched both of their videos, and we'll link those down in the description as well. But so you can make a corner to corner scarf. You just, as you're going across, when you get to the width that you want, when you get to this side, you don't do any more increases. You just go up, and this one you keep going. So you get tall, you get it to be tall and thin. So here's my scarf. I'm so excited because
that's
beautiful.
This is the Bangkok, and then you can see, oh, now we're going to Barcelona, baby, right? And then we go back into the Bangkok, and then we go back to Barcelona one more time, and then we go back into Bangkok. Woo!
Wow.
So
pretty.
I think it's just gorgeous. I'm so happy with how it came out. I love the pattern, and I followed his pattern. He did 9 blocks across, and then he did 80 blocks up, and 80 rows up. And it's a touch little wide for me, So I'm going to try it again with 8, just 8 wide and a little bit longer. You know, I like my scarves a little bit longer, like I like them about 6 feet. So I'm going to go a little bit more and a little skinnier, but I'm so excited that I got to do those 2 things. I mean, it's corner to corner crochet is quick and easy. It's so fun. Go on YouTube, find a video. There's tons of them on how to do it. It's super easy. If you have to do like a baby blanket for somebody, that is a quick, easy way to do it. And like I said, then I also got to combine my 2 variegateds, and I was so happy about that. So that's what I've been doing this week. And
wow.
Yes.
You know that multiple variegation is a technique that's used in mosaic crochet too. And it came out beautiful, Lisa. It's lovely.
Yeah, that's, if that's too wide for you, I can take it off your hands. I'm
super, super pleased with this. Yes, definitely.
It's so pretty. It's awesome.
Okay. What's a ghost's favorite dessert?
What?
Ice cream.
Oh.
What is it?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
That's
Corny.
I know, I'm
Everybody
sorry.
write these jokes down and tell your kids later.
Okay.
We're
All right.
later.
Mary,
Yes.
I believe it's your turn to show your crafts.
Okay, I have something that I finished. I've only been on one other time, and that was two videos ago.
Yeah.
And I talked about the Hue and Me yarn that I was so excited to get, and I've made something with it, and I'm working on my second something.
Ooh.
And I love it. It's super soft and it's super squishy, and this is called an infinity scarf.
Oh yeah.
Got a couple of ends that I haven't woven in yet, but basically it's super long, and you can put it on and then take it and twist it and put it back over your head, and it's nice and bulky and soft, and you can turn it this way so that you get the black, or this way where you get the cream.
Almost
Really
make it a hood.
weird. I love it. You could do it as a hood. That looks really weird.
I'm just saying, if you were outside and it was cold.
There you go.
There you go. But I really like this yarn, and I really like this pattern. It's something I had never done before, and it was basically knitting into or purling into one row below. Instead of you know staying with one on the same row, you would just go into the below stitch, one row below, and it came out with a really neat pattern. I really like it.
I like that. Yeah.
So I have another one I'm working on. This one is more of a navy and cream. This was a black and cream, but I do really like this yarn, and I love that it's washable. You don't have to worry about it, even though it has wool in it. So this will end up being in my Etsy shop for sure.
Oh, awesome.
I have a couple of different colors, and this one for sure will end up in there. So we're gonna put my Etsy shop out there because I have put some stuff in there. So it's Bunky is my nickname, and it's my Etsy shop is Bunky Loves Yarn. Lisa's is Crafty Lisa.
Yeah, I forgot to mention my Etsy shop.
I know. And mine is Bunky Loves Yarn. So anyway, and it has some of my knitted and crocheted items in it. And speaking of crochet, I have a book that I bought this week that just came out this week. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. This gal has pink hair in this picture. She now has brunette hair. She's now a brunette, but she had a line that American Crafts did for her of her yarn and her knitting and crocheting tools. I think mostly crochet. I don't know if she knits. And one of the things is she knits with big yarn, and she has this crochet. I swear the crochet hook is like this.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. But the book, I didn't really know very much about the book other than that she was coming out with a book that had some patterns, and it ends up being really cool. It's a really cool message that she's put in this book. apparently she had a pretty rough past, and she wanted to learn how to crochet things for her kids. And in picking up the art of crochet, she learned to heal emotionally from a lot of things in her past, because she found the meditative aspects of crochet really helped her. So in the book, she has some patterns, and they're very repetitive and simple, and she gives you something to think about or meditate on as you're working through that pattern. And so some of the titles of some of the chapters are gratitude, forgiveness. So just some, I'm really looking forward to it. And her name is Jessica Carey, and it's Carey like Jim Carrey, C-A-R-E-Y. And I just looked, and she does have a YouTube channel, which I subscribe to, and she goes by the Hook Nook. So Hook, H-O-O-K, and Nook, N-O-O-K. And that's what her line of yarn and tools were also. So, but her real name is Jessica, and she's kind of eclectic, and I think that's really cool. So I'm looking forward to diving into the book, and I did subscribe to her channel, like I said. I don't know if she has tutorials or what. I haven't looked, but I will.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Excellent. That's a nice one, Mary.
Yeah.
You know, Sandy's talked about a lot about using crafts sort of to help with stress and mental health. And that's one of the reasons I got into crochet is, you know, it is the meditative, you know, routine repeating without having to think about it that I love. So I'm going to subscribe.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah. I want to check her out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of her book, Mary?
The name of the book is called Making with Meaning.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it says more than 20 meditative and creative crochet projects.
Love it. Thank you, Mary, very much. It's nice to have you back. I hope you come every time. Are you going to show us your secret friend who is hiding?
I do have a secret friend. She's probably my only secret friend right now, because I don't really have very many visitors. I think everyone is afraid of, you know, COVID, but she grins and bears it and comes over and hangs out with me.
Hi, secret friend.
That's Michelle, all of you. She may join us one of these times on these YouTube videos. She's also very crafty, and she would be really good with haul videos. She likes to shop.
She would. She would. All right. Okay. Next joke.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Joke.
What do you call two witches who live together?
I know.
What?
Roommates.
Yay! That's a good one.
Brew or broom?
Broom.
Roommate.
Roommate.
Yes.
All right.
Really bad.
I know. Sandy,
Wow.
you're up. Your turn.
All right, so get in the Halloween spirit. I had showed this fabric as a part of a whip, and now I have my top done. So I figure I need to wear it a bunch of times in the next few weeks, because, you know, Halloween's coming. Actually, 2 weeks from when we are doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm also working on a Halloween cross stitch.
Aw.
You can't really see it as well here, but there's like a gold, there's like a copper metallic star, which they said to separate the floss. You probably can't see this all that well, but yeah.
Oh,
looks
fun.
Oh God, yeah.
It's
It
a
looks like I
tangle.
lost a fight with a Brillo pad. I mean, it's, I got one of these little things done. I think I can do the other two, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of stabby kind of vibes going on with that. Well, so this is actually switching gears for today, because while I will admit I had a very good time at Joann's yesterday. Yes, I did. And I
Is that your secret friend, Sandy? Joanne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joanne and Michael, those are her secret
Well,
friends.
that is, there's like an out of print pattern sale on like the McCall's, Butterick, all that. So like I got a bunch of them coming to me. It was like $2.99 each. I was like, oh heck yeah. Found a bunch of stuff I didn't have, but one of the things I got at Joann's was some more flannel, because $2.99 a yard. Yeah, I'm all about that.
Ooh.
And this is actually, believe it or not, I had a request from my teenage boys. There's two things that they particularly are into that I will make them. One of which is flannel shirts, you know, a little grungy kind of vibe going on. And then they like to sleep in or just to hang out around the house in flannel shorts, like kind of like longer boxer type shorts, but they don't wear them as underwear, thankfully. But anyway, so I had gotten some flannel, and I actually have shirts cut out in some really, these are just like the nicest, and they're so soft. And that was also another big hint of approval. So I've got
You must have made those today, did you?
I did. I cut the fabric last night while I was watching TV, and I just got up this morning and started sewing. And my husband is going to get a shirt out of this one. He liked this fabric.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's nice.
And the first two plaids are going to go to the 15-year-old. The husband gets that one, and this one is going to go to Mr. 18. So
wow, Sandi, you made all those today?
Oh no, this is just, yeah, but there's more. But wait, there's more. So, like I said, awesome flannel. How cool is that?
Oh, wow.
I was like, I'm loving the colors on that one. And then this one too, kind of like a rainbow galaxy kind of thing. I assembly lined this business, believe me. I did it so that I was putting together.
Oh, yeah.
Like I did the same step. And then this is the last one. I made 7 of these today. And I will share one little quick tip. This is the inside of the back of the shorts. And I just take a little piece of fold over elastic and I sew it on there because it's soft. So it's not going to bug anybody. But this way I don't have some fool child walking around with their pants on backwards or full husband, whatever. You know, because I would notice it would bother me. And I also started doing that with stuff when I made clothes when my kids were little. Again, because, you know, sometimes we're a little indiscriminate about how we dress ourselves when we're small or not so small. But the other thing I made, since I have to go back into the building, I had a little mask making party.
Oh.
And I'm actually excited about this because I hit Amazon Prime Day and they had this 16th-inch colored elastic. So I figured out, and I like this like hurts your ears less than the 1/4-inch elastic. Or no, I think it's 1/8, not 16. But anyway, it's the real thin elastic, and I was able to get like a whole bunch of colors for it. And I figured out how to make my mask 100% reversible. So after I wash it, if I want to, the next time, I can wear it like that.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, in the school I work at, our colors are blue and gold.
So there you
and
go.
we also do college day once a week. And I went to Hofstra University, which is blue and gold. How convenient. So I had to hit the blue and gold several times. Plus, this is a fun way to, you know, go through my fabric stash. So I also did this one. This neat little pattern there. And then here's the reversible side.
So Sandi, was that all out of scrap fabrics, or did you buy fabric to do them?
I did buy some fabrics because I felt like it. But a lot of it was stuff, it was kind of a half and half of stuff I already had and then some stuff that I bought. So like I've got this one with these pretty little flowers.
Oh, nice.
And I used some turquoise, kind of teal colored elastic, and then I went full teal on the inside. I have a lot of teal in my wardrobe because my daughter's cheer gym is that color, and if your kid plays on a team, you know.
That's
all right, so this is
those colors.
You have to wear the colors. Okay, so check this one out. This is some novelty fabric with kitty cats at the movies. And then the reverse for this one is stuff. I had this for a long time. It's like pink with all these little animals, and it was just really cute. I've used this fabric for some projects recently. My little sewing. Sewing things.
Work stuff. Yeah.
And then here's the reverse.
Sandi, did you make all this today?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, there's more. Oh, here's another yellow and blue one. I'm telling you, like when I get going, I get going. So here's the other side of this. And for this one, I went with the really pretty, like kind of sunshine yellow elastic.
Yeah.
Now, I thought I was going to get through a few more before it was time to meet with y'all, but I will show you. These are the ones I'm still working on. Oh, and this is another neat thing I found. These things called Wonder Clips.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Okay,
Yes.
so I had bought like 10 of them for like $5 at Joann's. Okay, yeah, mistake. Amazon Prime Day. Got me a big old tub of these suckers. So yeah, I've got this one with some tulip pink
that's cool.
fabric.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who the designer was on this, but it's got like little campers and paisley, and it's just pretty. And I have pink elastic for that.
Oh, pretty.
And then I have this one with some coffee faucet fabric. This, I did buy this fabric. And then I had some of this butterfly print. And so I was kind of fussy cutting these things a little bit. And I have some red elastic for that one. And this one, because
Sandi, wrap it up, okay?
I am. I'm almost done.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, I was gonna like, for Carolina.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Because no, that's the only other college I like wear shirts for is Carolina, because my daughter loves Carolina. And then the butterflies again.
Yeah.
And I even found some Carolina blue elastic. Better be nice to me.
Love
You better
it.
not take anything.
Massive.
And the last thing I wanted to show, this is the one that is halfway in progress. So this is how I made it reversible. So like this is the inside.
Yeah.
These are the two patterns here.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is sew the top and sew the bottom and leave just this little like kind of flap here. And then when I turn it over, I'll be able to actually thread some of this elastic in,
Right.
sew the seam, and then sew the elastic together, pull it inside, and just so it won't come apart after I got it adjusted where I need it, I actually anchored down the elastic here.
Yeah.
So,
You're
yeah.
amazing. You are amazing. I just,
Sewer. Woot.
I don't know how you do that. It's amazing. Okay. Why did the policeman ticket the ghost on Halloween?
Why?
I'm afraid.
It didn't have a haunting license. I know that's a bad one.
Oh, because all the other ones were so good.
Yeah.
I knew you all would love the Halloween jokes.
Oh
I knew
boy.
that.
That was fun.
Well,
Okay.
what
But your hats are funnier.
My hat. All right, here we go.
Oh my God.
So I have been working on finishing up these 3 little Halloween pillows, which is a pattern from Pineberry Lane. And I've got 2 of them done.
Oh.
Cute.
This little girl is that little
Some big-butted witches.
girl.
I know, right? They have their bustles on.
They're hippie.
And I'm doing them on 18 count Heartland Ada. So I'm anxious to get those finished up this week. You know, when you look at what Sandi does and you look at what I do, I've got these little teeny things. Sandi's got
But see,
45 things that she made.
This is why my husband has and this will show my age. Do y'all remember when Kathy Lee Gifford had her clothing line? I guess it's like,
Yeah.
okay. And then it came out that they were being made in like a sweatshop. So my husband like started this bad joke about, Kathy Lee's cracking the whip.
Yep.
Terrible, but that's my idea of a bad joke.
So I didn't get any crocheting done this week, but I've been telling you all about my new friend Jane who makes the Jane sampler. So I did get my Stitchy Kindness gift in the mail. I guess a week or so ago, and she sent me 3 Rebecca sampler patterns.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm super excited about them. This is the first one. This is the one I'm actually going to start with. Rebecca Waverly, and Rebecca stitched this in 1817.
Wow.
Now, will you use those same colors, or will
I will.
You will, but it looks colorful.
Yeah, I kind of think that when I'm doing the reproduction samplers, I feel sort of a commitment to reproducing it in the same way that the girl did,
Right.
a long time ago. So that's the one I'm actually going to start with, is Rebecca Waverly. And then this next one, I love this, but I don't feel quite ready for it yet. This is Rebecca Robinson.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah,
That is
a lot more
detailed.
going on here.
Look at the border on that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that, I think, is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And then the third one she sent me is, this one is going to wait. This is called Rebecca Hacker of 1786.
Ooh.
So what's
Oh my.
tricky about this one is that whole bottom third band
Yeah.
is free stitch. It's not cross stitch, it's free stitch, which I don't think I can do.
Yeah, she
But
can't.
but I did have this thought that I could look for motifs from other samplers, like lambs and dogs and kids and birds and that kind of thing, and chart it and then make it into a cross stitch band. But that one is a ways away.
So when you say it's free stitch, you mean there's not a pattern
Right.
for it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. So anyways, that one will come third, but I am super appreciative to Jane for being so thoughtful, for sending me the Rebecca samplers. I thought they'd be really easy to find. If your name is Mary or Sarah or Anne or Jane or Elizabeth, you're in good shape. If you have another name, there aren't as many samplers, but those will take me a good while. So I'm excited about them. Then let's see, one other thing that I downloaded this week that, we're in such a challenging time in our country right now, is this pattern that's from,
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, it's from Not Forgotten Farms. It's a PDF download, and it just simply says kind words. And that is, because I also use crafting for my stress relief and a place where I find joy, this seemed like a meaningful thing to do, was to make a little pillow called Kind Words. It's a good reminder for all of us, I think.
Awesome.
And that's a quick stitch. That's not going to take very long. Maybe I'll even have it done for the next time. We'll see. Then the last thing I want to show you, I happened to go over to Mary's today and see her surprise friend, Michelle, also. I was showing Mary this crochet pattern.
Oh, like P.A.R.T.A.Y.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Pretty.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. Nice colors.
So I haven't gotten the yarn for this yet. This is called the Rose Bridge Plaid Blanket Scarf. And it's made by the same Two of Wands person that Mary has told us a couple of times.
Yeah, okay.
And this was a PDF pattern that I bought actually on Ravelry. It wasn't very much. It was $3.50. It does require 8 balls of yarn, Mary, not 6 like I was telling you earlier. 8 balls of yarn in a brand, Lion brand retweed. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in the retweed or not, but the nice thing about this pattern is after you crochet it, you weave yarn through it to help make the plaid. And I thought that would be, see, you can kind of see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that might,
cool.
yeah.
That makes it look authentic because that's how, plaids are developed.
Right.
Wow.
That might be one you want to check out, Lisa. The scarf itself is just double crochet, so I don't think it will take very long to make.
Huh.
So You know, I have a hard time at night deciding whether I want to cross stitch or crochet, but lately it's been cross stitch.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of product and a little bit of haul this week. Not as much product as I would like. All right, so I am gonna take us back to the main view now.
Okay.
And what's a witch's favorite makeup?
Witch's favorite makeup?
What?
Mascara.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
I knew you all would just love these. All right.
But that's
So
okay. I'm just gonna save these mentally for my students.
I was gonna say that'd be great for your kids there, Sandy. No worries.
I'll put them in the description below.
Go. There you go.
All right. So we're going to move into the final section of the night, which is the shout out section. And so anybody who has a shout out, I have one, but I'll do it at the end. A shout out or a favorite. It could be a YouTube or a book, a recipe, a tip that you've had over the last couple weeks. If you have a shout out, who's got a shout out? Lisa's got one. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So I think on our last video, I was talking about the preppy kitchen. I got sucked into watching baking videos again. Like veering my craft over back to the baking, and and I love him, so watch him. But so
What's his name, Lisa? What's his name?
Preppy Kitchen.
Preppy Kitchen. Yeah.
His channel is called Preppy Kitchen.
Okay.
So I found this other lady that, I love her. She is a hoot and I want to hang out with her. Okay. She is known as the Icing Artist. Her real name is Lori Shannon, but her channel is called the Icing Artist. And she said on like her last video or two that she's really moving more towards like TikTok kind of stuff.
Oh.
I'm not there yet. So, but anyway, so she makes like really cool cakes, and I love it. And she also does this thing. She did like 2 or 3 or 4 videos where she tested all these kitchen products. Like she just got like all these products, and then she tried it, and then she's like, oh, this is terrible. I hate this, or I like this. But she's just really fun. She makes really cool cakes, just fun, very bright, very colorful cakes. And so I just watch, it's just all, just like eye candy, right? It's just like, love watching it. But she's just funny, and she makes mistakes, and she's like, oh, wasn't supposed to do that, So it'd be like me, if I had a channel, a cooking channel, a baking channel, that's who I aspire to be. So I think she's Canadian. I think that's the thing where they say, well, it's $12 American, and I think the only people who say that are Canadian.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Cool.
Anyway, I'm into kind of watching the baking stuff again.
That's awesome. You all don't know this, but Lisa is an amazing baker, and
yeah, that needs to be part of your intro, Lisa, when you talk about your crafts, because that you're good at that.
Definitely artistry.
I did say that on the first one, that I'm actually kind of setting aside baking for a while, because I bake for you guys.
Right.
To bring to other people, because I don't need that stuff in my house.
Yeah.
So it's on hold right now because I don't need that stuff in my house. Yeah. So next
it will come back.
Actually get together, I'm going to be baking like a crazy woman.
Yeah.
We'll be putting in our orders.
That's right. That's right.
Sandy, do you have a shout out this week?
More like a discovery. So I'm like the weird one here. I have not been all up in the crafty videos, and I kind of am afraid to go down another rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but I started poking into that a little bit, and I actually watched a few, like not unboxing, but like monthly sewing plans, monthly haul. And I'm debating whether or not, and y'all can let me know in the comments if that would be something you'd want to see, because I have stuff.
Yes.
I got a box on the
You do.
way right now. You know, if you're, and I mean, I would say, you know, whatever your crafty interest is, you just shout it out to us because somebody probably
Oh, we
shares.
got it covered. We pretty
got
much got
you.
it covered. Yeah.
We got this. But I've now kind of ventured into just dipping my toe in that, and I'm afraid I'm going to go down a rabbit hole.
Yep.
But if you would be interested in seeing some of my stash or some of the stuff I have, and have deciding like to make, let me know in the comments, because I may kind of do a spin-off, you know, sewing with Sandi or something. And you can see my scrap lab behind me and just the plethora of stuff that's in here. This is nothing compared to the sewing stash, the true sewing stash. So y'all just gotta, I will go the way of the popular.
Awesome. Mary, you got a shout out tonight?
No, I think I got mine in with the book.
Book. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And my shout out tonight is a store in Conway, Arkansas called the Stitcher's Garden. And
I've been to Conway, Arkansas many times.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I've never been to
sister lives there.
Arkansas.
My sister lives there.
Does she stitch?
No.
Well, so I have ordered a couple of times over the last few months from the Stitcher's Garden in Conway, Arkansas. I believe the owner's name is Linda. At any rate, this week I went to order something from them, and PayPal, for some reason, I thought that my order was out of, I don't know, unusual. And so they stopped it, and it meant that my order didn't go through. And I realized this morning that the money actually had been sent. And so I messaged Linda and said, you know, you probably got this money from me, but you didn't get the order, and I'm sorry, it's weird, but this is what I want, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I got an email like 10 minutes back from her. And she said, actually, we did get the order. We didn't get the money. It's on the way to you. I knew you'd be good for it. I've only ordered from her twice before, but she said, I knew you'd be good for it. So we just went ahead and wrapped it up and sent it to you.
Nice.
The crafting
That's
world
unheard
is
of.
awesome.
That's unheard of, especially
Small town. Small
That's
town.
amazing. You know, local scrapbook stores and craft stores and, you know, small businesses are struggling so much right now.
Mhm.
And the fact that she would just, she's never talked to me. She doesn't know who I am. The fact that she would just say, oh, this person will be good for it and send it along. I just was stunned. And so I said to her today, you know, I'm so impressed with your customer service that I'm going to encourage people to shop with you. So Conway, Arkansas. I've never been to Conway, Arkansas, but there's a really wonderful cross-stitch store there, and I hope you'll give them some business.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. On the same vein, though, can I give one more shout out to another
You
store?
can, yeah.
Okay, so Fabric Mart Fabrics. It's like fabricmartfabrics.com. They have a brick and mortar store in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, which is adjacent to Reading, Pennsylvania. I've been to their brick and mortar store a couple of times and came out with a massive haul. But they have an absolutely fantastic online store, incredible selection. They do a lot of great sales. I've never been disappointed in their customer service, but I placed an order this week, and I had a call from them yesterday that I had missed, and so I saw it when I got home, and I said, okay. And I called, and there was something that I had ordered that the quantity didn't end up being quite right on, and it ended up being split in two pieces, but they wanted to be sure that that was what I wanted, you know, that I was okay with that.
That's great.
And, you know, so it's exactly like you're saying, like places like that. There's a little fabric store in the town where I live here. I mean, I think some of the best customer service, honestly, is coming from these small stores right now.
Yeah.
And I love that we can help support them. And plus it's, you know, you're getting some of the coolest stuff that way.
For
Yes.
sure.
You know? It's
For
great.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more.
Oh boy, here we go.
You're going to get this one. What is in a ghost's nose?
Boogers.
Boogers.
Oh.
Yeah, Sandy, that's right up your kids' alley. No worries.
Boogers.
Yeah.
Oh, boogers.
Boogers.
All right. So, ending on that,
Yeah, that's
One-
not right. See, that's how I roll.
Mary
You
will
can
say
see through that one, huh?
so moving along.
yes.
We want to thank everybody for watching and commenting. We really like questions too. You know, we're happy to address really whatever it is that you want us to address. I do want to say we've been taping every 2 weeks. This time it'll be 3 weeks. So you're gonna miss us, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna miss Halloween. So
I know.
We're
We'll
doing-
actually we'll miss Halloween.
Halloween.
Some of our girls are getting together actually for a retreat at the beach. And so they'll be there Halloween weekend. And so we'll be a little bit delayed. So just wanted to let everybody know that. Mary, you have our quote of the,
I do.
yay.
Okay. Let me pull it up here really quick. Nope, that's the different one. Okay, here it is. Okay, it's by Brooke Hampton, and it popped up on my, no, it was Pinterest. I found it on Pinterest, and there was quite a few. So if you like this one, you might look for some more by Brooke Hampton. It says, I have to let it go and just walk away. Not because I don't care, but because my soul is tired. I need to heal, and in order to do that, I have to choose silence over drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Silence over drama.
Anytime.
Awesome. That's awesome.
This is
Yep,
a no
let it go.
drama channel. No drama. Let it go.
Mm.
And the last thing that we decided we wanted to say tonight is vote.
Vote.
Yes.
Vote.
Everybody vote. Vote
You gotta vote.
safely. Make a choice about safe voting, whether you vote by absentee ballot or early voting or vote on election day. Please vote. And we hope that you have a happy Halloween.